What's poppin', T Squad? It's me, Keisha, and I am here with another Spill the Tea episode. What it do? Before I begin, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also, make sure that you have your notification bell buttons turned on so you know when my videos drop. Now, let's get into all of my stories. I have a bunch of stories this week, so this might be a lengthy video. So if you want to grab you some wine or a beer or some snacks or some din-din, go and do it, pause it, and then come back so you can be well relaxed. Okay, all right, let's get into our first story. So Texas lawmakers have approved letting people carry handguns without a license or background check. Child, I ain't never taken my ass to Texas. First of all, I ain't never coming to Texas because you motherfuckers' license shit was off for half of the goddamn beginning of the year. Now they allow motherfuckers to walk around carrying guns and shit without even having to get a license or a background check. Absolutely the fuck not. So the story goes, Texas is poised to remove one of its last major gun restrictions after lawmakers approved allowing people to carry handguns without a license and the background check and training that go with it. The Republican-dominated legislature approved the measure, sending it to Governor Greg Abbott, who has said he will sign it despite the objections of law enforcement groups who say it would be in danger to the public and police. Gun control groups also oppose the measure. Texas already has some of the loosest gun laws in the country and has more than 1.6 million handgun license holders. Supporters of the bill say it would allow Texans to better defend themselves in public while abolishing unnecessary impediments to the constitutional rights to bear arms. This is a horrible ass idea. So fucking stupid considering all of the school shootings and senseless killing of black people, period. And like all these mass shootings with these crazy ass white people. That is the dumbest idea ever. Like there needs to be stricter gun laws, period, outside of the ones that have already been implemented because they obviously haven't been working. So this decision is bonkers to me. So any of my Texas T Squad members, y'all better get on this shit and protect yourselves at all costs and fight this shit as best as y'all can because this shit is retarded. Next up, Lila Rashaan's beautiful daughter Asia went off to her prom this week, and the gag is that she wore a dress that Lila Rashaan wore in the late 90s to her prom. She looks absolutely stunning. She looks like a brown version of her mother. I mean, this is what you save your clothes for, ladies. If you have any pieces, clothes always go out of style and come back in style. Keep your pieces, ma'am. Keep your stuff, because a lot of black people don't really keep their stuff to pass it down to their children, like their children's clothes when they were a baby and out throughout the years when they were kids. Save that stuff so you can pass it down to your kids and things like that. And then with your clothes, ladies, keep your clothes for your girls. You know what I'm saying? Like if I had a daughter, I would really be keeping all of my shoes, jewelry, and all of that type of stuff for my daughter. Like, yes, this is so beautiful. Fuck her daddy though. Fuck Antoine. We don't fuck with his big nose ass, cheating ass bastard. But if Lila took him back, then shit, we can't be mad. Speaking of fashion choices, this story went viral this week of this wedding that took place that garnered mixed reviews, child. So the groom decided to stick to the way that he traditionally dresses instead of wearing a tuxedo or a suit to his wedding. So this is what he decided to wear to his wedding, child. He decided to wear a too little t-shirt with a white too little tank top under it, some jorts, I don't even know who still wears jean shorts as a man. Like, I need for that to disappear. It's ghetto. It's old as fuck. Men, please throw away your jorts. That shit is so country. Then he has on some tall socks and some flip-flops. He looked like he's straight out of Compton, straight out of jail, straight out of the psychiatric ward. And she married this nigga looking like this. He didn't look like he wanted to be there. He looked like he was 10 seconds away from killing everybody. Then the damn jorts got the nerve to have patches on them, Jesus. Where did he get the patches? Everything about this is just, oh Lord, it's just screaming. He just got out of the hospital. Hell, that white band he got on his hand looked like he's straight up from the emergency room. I don't know what is going on here. I wish this couple the best, but ain't no motherfucking way I'm gonna marry somebody that's gonna decide to come to my wedding looking like this. I believe that you should be comfortable on the day that you get married, but this is just taking it too far. Like, no, ma'am. No. No. So our girl Sierra from Love and Hip Hop has finally dumped BK. Hallelujah. You know, earlier this year, he proposed to her. We will see all of this play out on the upcoming season of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. But it seems like she has finally left his cheating no good curl activator as curl looking ass, and she has moved on to this boo. I went on his page. He is a luxury car dealer. He got a coin child. They have been in Dubai on vacation, and she captioned this photo, the grass was greener 2 times in Dubai in 60 days. I love it here and I love it there too, girl. You better do it. You better do it, bitch. And he cute and he got a coin, bitch. I am here for this, because BK ain't never take your ass nowhere but to Blue Magic or wherever the fuck that Magic City, whatever the damn name of that strip club is in Atlanta. This is a good look, Sierra. I cannot wait to do my Sierra voice again. Yes. And the voice of Jabria. Oh, Akon car got stolen and he called the police for help, and this is what the dispatcher had to say. Listen up, people.
Hey, yes, how you doing? Yeah, I was just carjacked at the gas station for my Range Rover. And what gas station? What's the address?
The gas station is 761 Neiman's Marcus. But I have a tracker.
Listen, 761 Neiman Marcus is not a street in the city of Atlanta. What's the address you're at so I can get a police out there to you? And what's the name of the gas station?
Oh, no, I'm sorry, ma'am. This is not the gas station. This is where my car is actually parked because I have a tracker on it.
What gas station you at? Have you made a police report?
Yeah, the police are on their way, but they've been on their way for a whole hour.
And you say you were carjacked?
Yes, ma'am.
At gunpoint?
No, I wasn't at gunpoint.
What happened then?
I was literally getting gas, and they just jumped in the car. And
that's not a carjacking. That's not a carjacking.
Oh, okay.
Someone stole your car.
First of all, that old bitch was rude as hell. You could tell she an older lady. He was very respectful, calling her ma'am and things of that nature, but she was rude as hell. First of all, it is a carjacking. Just because the person didn't have a fucking weapon doesn't mean that his car wasn't jacked. It was jacked. Like, girl, tomato, bitch. He trying to tell you where his car is at so y'all can go retrieve the shit for the motherfuckers. Girl, I cannot stand black people. Black people are so fucking rude. That's why I do not talk to you niggas after 5 o'clock on my Charlemagne the God type shit, child. Just rude as hell. I'm talking about, so that ain't a carjacking. Your car was stolen. Girl, shut your old ass up, old lady. So Vivica Fox is back in the news again because she is once more professing her love to Sir Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. This is what she had to say about him being the love of her life when she recently sat down and did an interview.
The love that I had for him, and still to this day, will always, he was the love of my life. I will admit that without any reservations. He will always have a very special place in my heart. But the reason why the relationship ended was because we just went public way too fast, had way too many people in our business. And if I was to have a chance to do it over, it would be that we stayed private a lot longer. But we got too many people in our business, and, you know, that's what
50's current girlfriend Cuban Links got under the comments under the shade room and posted with a violin, basically like, bitch, sorry for you, but he's my dick now. I mean, I don't feel like there's anything wrong with her saying that he was the love of her life. I just feel like we all have heard her say it so much. It's like, girl, we get it, and it just comes across very thirsty. But I mean, it is what it is. He's the love of her life for her, and if that's her truth, that's her truth. I just want her to not talk about it so much because he doesn't talk about her as much. But I do feel like there is still feelings there, of course, on both sides, not just hers. So Cuban Link, while you sitting up there talking about some check 50's response out when he was asked how he feels about Vivica calling him the love of her life.
The world's most amazing boyfriend. Chelsea Handler had great things to say about you. Vivica Fox, she said that you are still the love of her life. Do you have a response to that?
Well, no, I don't. I'm not never bothered by when she says that. You know what I'm saying? Because you say, if you just the timing that at the time that we actually interacted with each other, there was we were unconscious of everything else that's going on. So she'll always say, if you listen to her, she'll say, I would have been private. Yeah,
she wouldn't have had as many people in y'all's business.
Right, because when it got so uncomfortable with everybody else, like when you get pushed and pulled in different directions without it being even her decision.
Like I said, Bernie, I think it's feelings that are still on both of their ends, and I do think that they're going to end up back together at some point. Will it last? Who knows? But I do think that throughout the years, they have continued to fuck around at times. Remember when, you know, they were into it or whatever, going back and forth, then they made up and she was in one of his music videos and stuff like that, and then they got into it again or whatever the case may be. This is their love language, child. I think that he still do got feelings for her. I think that they may have had a couple of smashes and dashes throughout the years, but there is still feelings there on both ends. And I do think if she was given the opportunity to be back with him, girl, she would love that man. She would love on him something terrible. So who knows? We shall see what happens, girl. But Cuban, watch your man. Watch your man, bitch. So let's talk about this Kourtney Kardashian, Travis Barker, Shayna Mokler, and their children's fiasco. We all know that Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker are dating. I have had a crush on Travis Barker since the late 90s. He is so cute and so fine to me. Oh, he is so fine. Oh, the things I would do to that penis. So, you know, he married Shayna Mokler, in the early 2000s. They were together for a few years, had 2 children together, Alabama and Landon. They had a reality show on MTV called Meet the Barkers, where we really got a good look at both of them. You know, she's an ex-beauty queen, and she has an older daughter by the boxer, what is that damn man name? I'm gonna post it right here because I can't think of it right now, but y'all know him. She has an older daughter by him. Then she has 2 children, like I said, by Travis Barker. Travis Barker is not only in their children's lives, but he has a really close relationship with her older daughter. She also calls him dad or whatever the case may be. So she has both men in her life. Him and Shayna broke up. They divorced. On the reality show, we really saw that Shayna was lazy as fuck. She laid in the bed all day. He was the one really up with the children. She just didn't seem motivated. Like, it wasn't a very good look. So they, like I said, they got divorced. They have been divorced now for over 10 years. Over 10 years, child. We have not seen Travis publicly in a public relationship since their marriage. And old girl is losing her goddamn mind. I remember when they just recently did it earlier this year, the reality show that Shayna used to be on VH1 with R. Kelly's wife and Eddie Murphy's wife. I forgot the name of it, but y'all know what I'm talking about. And she even said my ex-husband blocked me because I'm always stalking his pages and stuff. And this is before him and Courtney even, made things public that they were together, this, that, and the third. So she has been on this man for the longest, even though they are not together anymore. So Alabama, their daughter, took to social media after her mother kept going to the press about making digs and stuff about Courtney and Travis and their relationship. She just been negative. And I guess this is a text message that her mother sent her that she reposted. And in this text message, you see Shayna said, "I've tried. Nothing even happened. This whole thing is weird. Matthew has been my rock. He truly changed and has been amazing." Matthew is her current boyfriend, mind you, Shayna's. We went live the other night. We were joking, but lots of inside jokes I don't think translated. I left Travis because he was emotionally abusive. I don't believe that. I just really don't. He seems like the kindest person ever. He catered to her all the time. I really don't get that vibe from him at all, but who knows? We're not there with them. She says, "I left the money and mansions for a reason. Family is all that matters, but I can't compete with kids whose father doesn't encourage relationships with their own mother and purposely tries to alienate them away. Travis controls Bama's social media. However, I get blamed for her sexualization, and it's sexualization, by the way. How does a father allow her to act like that and do lives at 4 a.m. with men twice her age? I've been legally bullied out. I'm fed up and I'm exhausted. Social media and the media isn't real. I divorced Travis because I caught him having an affair with Kim. Now he's in love with her sister. It's all gross. I'm not the bad guy." Now, what I will say before I read you all Alabama's response to this is that I too have an issue with the way Travis allows Alabama and Landon to behave. As a parent, I wouldn't allow my children to be on live on Instagram at 3-4 o'clock in the morning on school nights. The way that she dresses sometimes I feel is very inappropriate. She wears these very sexual outfits for her to only be 15 years old. She's often on social media, on TikTok, rubbing her titties and stuff. She's a beautiful young girl, but she's still a young girl. So with that, I agree with Shayna. That needs to stop. I don't know why that's being allowed, but white folks. But as far as this whole thing, Shayna was the one that started it when she took to social media making digs against Courtney and their relationship. Now she's put this out there that allegedly Travis hooked up with Kim while they were married and she caught them or whatever. Aubrey O'Day has co-signed this story with her. We all know that the Kardashians share dick. The Games has admitted that he fucked Kim and Khloe, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did fuck around back in the day. If that did happen, that was years ago, over 10-12 years ago. If Kim is all right with her older sister fucking on her old dick that she fucked on, that's all up on them weird ass hoes. Let them do what the fuck they want to do. That ain't none of your damn business, lady. What they got to do with the price of tea in China? So Alabama then said, "Everybody thinks my mother is amazing. Matthew is nothing but awful to her. Not only that, but he cheats on her. My mom has never completely been in my life. Can you guys stop painting her out to be an amazing mom? Did your mom ask to see you on Mother's Day? Because mine didn't. I'm done keeping it a secret. Reality shows." And I was like, okay, you better tell the truth to speak to the shame the devil, young lady. It doesn't seem like she's really in these kids' life like that. She seems like a weekend mom, the cool mom or whatever. I don't really even know, but like I said, we saw the proof was in the pudding when they had their reality show back in the day. TMZ caught up with Shayna and Matthew, her young boyfriend, and this is what she had to say about this whole entire situation.
There's so much talk about your kids accusing you of being like an absent mother, right? You've been kind of thrust into the, into all this. I can already see that you're a little emotional. Like what's going on right now? Can you talk to us?
I guess it's heartbreaking. It's every mother's worst nightmare, honestly. But we just had dinner with our kids and all their friends 3 weeks ago. So
like 3 weeks ago.
This has all started since my ex started dating a certain person, and it's
Courtney.
It's heartbreaking.
Sad.
Yeah.
It's really too bad.
Kind of in the news. I mean, it's happened a long time ago, but the reports that Kim and Travis had an affair a bunch of years ago when you guys were,
married.
Yeah, when you guys were. Yeah, when you guys were married. Yeah.
I don't understand what's new. I've talked about this 10 years ago. I had issues 10 years ago. Even it was on TMZ. So.
Yeah, I gotta ask. There's so much. But a lot of people are saying it's just jealousy at this point for you. And what do you have to say to that?
So kind and loving, and I'm just I'm happy in my relationship. I keep getting criticized for talking, but at the same time I'm getting bullied daily. And
bullied by who?
Just by fans,
Everyone,
by their fans.
Their fans are pretty rabid.
They're
pretty
intense, which I understand.
Too, yeah.
Which I understand, but at the same time, I'm a mama bear, and I'm going to defend myself, and I'm going to stick up for my children. I'm going to fight for my kids.
If you could say anything to Courtney or Kim at this point, what would you say to them?
Thanks for destroying my family twice.
Wow.
Child, I got so much to say about that. First of all, Courtney didn't destroy your family. You destroyed your family, your relationship with your children when you started taking shots at Travis and Courtney. Okay. You've been doing the most. You went and got his name removed or covered up or whatever, brought the cameras with you. You've been taking shots at them because of their PDA, saying that he's doing this to make you mad. Girl, y'all been divorced for I don't know how the fuck long. That man ain't thinking about you. You're still thinking about him. Sit down. Second of all, let's talk about this nigga that she's standing next to, this Matthew man. You're a pussy. You are obviously there for whatever you can get from this woman, because ain't no real man, girl, to sit up here and allow their woman to sit up here and be fretting and taking shots at her ex-husband that she ain't been with for damn near 15 years. You're an opportunist, and you a young ass punk. You can tell he's a weasel. You can tell he ain't shit. Girl, bye. Second of all, what else is I good to say? If this man did cheat on you with Kim, like I said years ago, it's of no consequence to you to this day. It doesn't matter anymore. Y'all not together. And if he want to fuck with two sisters, what does that have to do with you? You honestly need to be worried about your children and the relationship that you have with them. You're not the victim here. You started all this, and now you have been outed, and now you trying to place blame on everybody else and act like you're the victim. Like, girl, have several. Like, this whole thing is just ridiculous. I actually like Courtney and Travis together. I see them going the distance. I really think that he's going to be the first man that she marries. Everybody is spiraling out of control, child. Shayna's spiraling out of control. Scott over there spiraling out of control over here, dressed like he Justin Bieber. Like, I don't know what is going on with these grown ass weirdos. Let them people live. You need to be concerned about your daughter. Next story. So Quincy Jones said that Elvis Presley refused to work with him. Now, y'all know that my nostalgic tea stories got started because of Quincy Jones when he did that legendary interview about 3 years ago where he started outing everybody and his kids. Rashida and them and Kadada had to go and wrangle his ass up and tell daddy to shut the hell up. And I was like, y'all need to shut the hell up and let this man tell all his goddamn juicy ass stories about all these goddamn celebrities. Well, thank you, Quincy Jones. I'm going to give you your flowers today because you are the person that inspired my nostalgic tea stories. Well, he got even more stories, child. So he said during an interview with the Hollywood Reporter for its THR Icon series, Quincy Jones was asked if he ever worked with Elvis Presley, and he said, no, I wouldn't work with him. As for why not, Quincy Jones explained, I was writing for orchestra leader Tommy Dorsey, oh God, back then in the 50s, and Elvis came in and Tommy said, I don't want to play with him. He was a racist motherfucker. I'm about to shut up now. But every time I saw Elvis, he was being coached by Don't Be Cruel songwriter Otis Blackwell. Child, don't be quiet, Quincy. Tell your stories before you kick the bucket. We want to know all the tea. I mean, I'm not surprised by Elvis being a fucking racist. You know what I'm saying? You know, he stole everything from black culture and benefited off of it and really didn't even acknowledge that he did it like most white folks. So I'm not surprised by that at all. But I just want Quincy to keep on telling all these fabulous stories about all of these icons from the 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s, sir. We want to know all the tea. Like, please give us a tell all. So social media reacts to, this is my story of the week because I was shocked. So social media reacts to Rita Ora, Taika Waititi, and Tessa Thompson's possible throuple couple. Child, ain't no possible to it after you see these pictures. So these three industry elites were caught out in public, child, going at it. This is picture one, where you see Rita on one side, Tessa on the other side, Taika Waititi in the middle. Rita is kissing him. Tessa is leaned in with her mouth open. They out in public. They look like they got some mimosas or something. Next photo, you see Tessa with her legs on Rita. Their noses are together. They're about to kiss, child. This next photo, you see Taika Waititi go over to Tessa and give her a kiss. Seems like he was giving her maybe a kiss goodbye or just a little quick little something or another. This next photo, you see Taika Waititi kissing Rita Ora. And I'm looking like, out of all the people y'all gonna be in a throuple with, it's Taika Waititi. Now, he not a bad looking man, but he wouldn't be the man I would pick to be sharing a dick with. Like, what the hell is going on? Now, we have all heard, Rob told us years ago that Rita was a hoe. So we already knew about Rita. We already knew that Tessa was, you know, bisexual. For a minute there, everybody was saying that her and Janelle Monáe were hooking up. But Taika Waititi is also her boss, technically. He's the director of the Thor franchise movies, which she's in. So this will make a very complicated situation if things go awry between them. It's just messy on all ends, child. Mind you, Taika Waititi is fucking married. Now, yes, him and his wife Chelsea are separated, but it's still a hot diggity damn mess. When I tell you, when I saw this shit, I was shocked. I never saw this one coming, child. Never in a million fucking years. I guess Rita Ora say, shit, I gotta give it how I live, because the bitch ain't put out a song that we care about since I don't know when. She ain't did nothing, so I guess she trying to secure the bag and fuck for a purpose. So I ain't mad at you, bitch. Y'all just be smart and wrap it the hell up. But child, I'm gonna keep my eye on this story because this one was juicy. Taika Waititi, child. Taika Waititi. I wonder what that dick do. He gotta have some awesome cunnilingus or something, because he just don't look like he just stroking. Like, I just don't see it, child. But how do you get persuaded by Taika Waititi of all people to be in a throuple? Like, I just don't get it. I just don't see it. But I guess, child, he must got some strong game. I don't know. Story. One of the big stories of this week is this whole situation with LARSA Pippen, her ex Malik Beasley, and his baby mama. So Malik Beasley, he's an NBA player or whatever, issued a public apology to his wife. This is not his baby mama, it's his wife, Montana Yao, and son, after he ditched them for a fling with LARSA Pippen last year. So he took to social media and posted this picture of them, I guess after their baby was born, and he said, I want to say sorry. Didn't spell wanna right. Y'all be sitting over here getting cheated on by niggas that can't even read and write. I want to say sorry for putting you in a situation you were put in the last few months. My head wasn't where it was supposed to be. I was looking for more when it was right here that whole time. I'm telling the world and you that there's nobody like you for me. For the record, I was the one who ended my last relationship off the fact that there is no one like you. Also, for the record, I wanted to do my own ish because I just left you guys, and I ain't the type to set up pictures at the mall in ish, as that's some childish ish. Oh, the nigga, you saying ish is childish. Just say the fucking curse word, you bitch. And I'm trying to grow individually and grow a family, a real family. I ain't looking to be judged. I'm looking for forgiveness, to forgive me for hurting my family the way I did. At the end of the day, I'm a lover boy, and I miss holding y'all and loving y'all. I love you, Mushi. I love you, Kai Kai. My family over everything. Girl, if you don't kick this nigga in the forehead, who in 2021 calls himself a lover boy? You puss ass nigga. You. Anywho, so Montana then took to her Instagram story with a public response, which we didn't need. I hate everybody. So she responded, Makai and I do appreciate Malik's apology. It's hard to own up to bad decisions and apologize, especially publicly. So it is really appreciated. My main priority has been and will forever be my son. So I'm glad when he looks back on all of this one day, he can see his dad publicly apologize to us for publicly hurting us. This is a step forward in healing for me, and also having Malik be a part of Makai's life, because he does deserve to have a father in his life and one who loves him. At the end of the day, we are both Makai's parents, so I am praying for his sake we can all move forward away from the anger and hurt to be able to raise him with love, respect, happiness on both sides. Girl, you's a fool. You's a fool. This nigga publicly humiliated you, left you for dead with your baby, cheated on you with this old rickety ass bitch who we call Liza, because we all know her name ain't LARSA no more, because this bitch got a whole new face. And you gonna sit up here and give him a public response basically saying thank you for cheating on me and for apologizing for it. Girl, you young bitches. So then she decided to take to social media to then go at LARSA. And I'm just wondering, yeah, LARSA deserved this type of energy, but you should have had this type of energy for that nigga as well. Girl. So she says to LARSA and at her, at LARSA Pippen, your threats are good over here, ma'am. Try somewhere else. You really need to be put in check for something, because you really wilding out of here thinking you about to tell either Malik or I how to act. So now you got me hot, and I'm not holding back no more. I've been already told you to shut your trap because you embarrassed yourself enough already. Both of you were wrong as hell, but you, ma'am, had the nerve to talk all that shit to me as if I was wrong. First of all, we as women don't claim you. You wouldn't know girl code if it slapped you in the face. You just a old, desperate, thirsty ass ran through blow up doll. You call paparazzi every single day and on every single man. Shit is sad and lame as fuck. You need clout that bad at your age. I'll be damned if I'm walking around behaving like that in 23 years, shaking my damn head. And I'll really be damned to ever embarrass my children like that. Sheesh. Go spend time with your kids. You ran to the media because you needed everyone to think you ended with Malik, because you too embarrassed that you just keep getting passed around like a hot potato. Come on now, let's stop putting lies out there. Haven't you learned at your age they backfire? You really tried to trap Malik too, laughing my ass off, trying to get him to go to fertility clinics with you. Are you crazy? You barely even spend time with the kids you already have, and you want more. You're embarrassing. And woman to woman, you should probably tap out now, because you really going out bad. All those fillers and surgery can't fix that insecure soul. Go work on yourself, read a book, something to better your life while you still have the time. Now, girl, I agree with everything that you're saying, but it also reveals that you still been in contact with this nigga. He been telling you shit about her. Girl, this reads I'm gonna be back with him in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You sound stupid. LARSA sounds stupid. Malik look like a dumbass that still watch Barney on Saturday mornings. Liza look like she try to implant your face onto hers. This whole thing is just hooked on phonics. So then, of course, Larsa had to clap back, and she then came with, hey, sweetie, I could spend the day going back and forth with you on the internet, but woman to woman, I would never do that, especially over a man. But here's some free press for you. Let me clear up some of the misinformation you shared as facts. Here's the truth about Malik. Number one, when I thought about him and how he treated your child, he's not the type of man I want around mine. Any man who would deny his child and then leave the mother penniless is not a real man. She got you there. Number two, he cried entirely too much. Number three, he's cheap. But then again, you never saw any alimony, so you already know that. Larsa had time today. Since you wanted to speak woman to woman on social media, let me give you some womanly advice. If you ever find another man who wants you for you and not all the free press I'm giving both of you, lock him down. Malik was a clout chaser who pursued me relentlessly before I even knew you existed, and I have the DMs, but then again, he knows that. Lastly, and please don't take this the wrong way, all my beautiful children that you reference will never have to read how their father didn't claim them. You should be worried about the narrative you two need to create to distract yours from dealing with that reality. If you want to know the truth, subscribe to my OnlyFans. Sending peace and blessings to you both, Larsa. Swipe up. Child, the fact that Liza got a OnlyFans shows you everything about what her life is right now. I mean, the alimony, child support checks from Scotty must be drying the fuck up, child, that your old rickety ass over here creating OnlyFans. Larsa, you are a prominent NBA wife, ex-wife, and you out here with an OnlyFans? Oh, child. And you had all that energy for a little bitty ass Kylie friend, the little black girl, for kissing Tristan. But yet and still, your old ass was out here fucking on somebody that was married and you knew was married. The hypocrisy of it all. I mean, but how can you trust somebody that literally has two faces? I mean, Liza look in the mirror, don't even know who the fuck she looking at. Like, she don't know who she is no more. This lady got a whole new face, a whole new body, whole new everything, child. She basically blamed everything that she does bad in her life on Liza, because on the inside, she's still Larsa. Mind you, Liza will be on this upcoming reboot of Real Housewives of Miami, child. So, you know, she ain't gonna be all stuck up and bougie like she was back in the day when she was on their season 1. She gonna bring it this time around because it's obvious she needs the fucking coin, and she is press hungry. I feel sorry for both of their children because they're both jackasses. So then Malik Beasley, estranged wife Montana, then took to social media to say, some of y'all really tripping. Who said we back together? Or I took him back, laughing my ass off just because I said my son and I appreciate an overdue apology. Y'all some weirdos for real and don't want to see a successful co-parenting situation. Y'all coming at me as if I haven't publicly and privately gone off on this man these past few months, talking about I'm coming for the wrong person. Nah, I said what I said to old girl and it was long overdue. Other than that, I love y'all who been supporting me throughout this whole thing. No, it just gave very much. You're gonna take him back, or you've already taken him back, and at the end of the day, y'all can have a great co-parenting relationship without you going to social media to thank him for apologizing for being a fuck up. Girl, grow up. Remember last week's episode of Spill the Tea, I told you all about Arkansas Mo, Carly Red's alleged ex-husband, who is going to jail for scamming PP loans. Well, Arkansas Mo's request for bail has been denied. He previously asked for bail, stating that he wanted to see his daughter off to college and take care of his affairs before being sentenced in September, but prosecutors argued yesterday that his allegedly sneaky activity should keep him behind bars, and a judge agreed. Prosecutors called out Arkansas Mo and said before he went to jail in December, he allegedly Googled countries where he could avoid being extradited. Handed over to the country where he committed the crime. They said he often bragged about scamming people and called him a danger to the public. He also allegedly told a witness he wouldn't get any jail time. Girl, you niggas is so bad. Also, remember last week I told you the story about how Dina Manzo ex-husband put a hit out on her and her current fiance, had them beaten in her home. So Dina is calling out her sister Caroline Manzo for hurting others after Caroline wrote a character witness letter for Dina's ex-husband Tommy, who stands accused of orchestrating a violent attack against her. Plus, Dina reacts to the Thick as Steve meme as her daughter Lexi shades Caroline as a bad sister. Now, child, I don't even know what to say about this. Like, how you gonna write a letter on the behalf of the man that had your sister beat up? It got to be something we don't know in the public, but this is crazy, and this looks bad. This looks really bad for Caroline. Like, Caroline's supposed to be so stand up, so loyal, so honest. How do you do this to your sister? Now I'm starting to see why Dina don't fuck with your ass all these years. And if you did do this, it's even more proof that, yeah, your family does have mob ties and you siding with the mob over your sister, child. This whole thing is just messy. I don't even want to talk about it because I don't want nobody knocking on my goddamn door. Dina also took to social media and said to one of her friends that stuck up for her on social media, she said, normally I would ask you to take this down, but you know what? I'm starting to think some just expect us to stay quiet while they continue to hurt others. That's what gives them that power. I'll say it again. It's not okay to take kindness for weakness. Plus, if I don't laugh at this point, I'll just continue to cry. I love you. This whole situation is just really, truly sad. Next up, I told you we got a lot of stories. We almost an hour in, child. Summer Walker is back in the news again. Now she is in the news because she posted this picture of her baby girl who looks really, really skinny and emaciated. She also posted this picture of things on the table that it seems like she might be feeding the baby or she might be feeding herself, but we just see a bottle top there. I don't know for sure if this is what she's feeding her baby, if people were just making assumptions. I don't know, but her baby looks really thin. I mean, we see the baby in the picture with a bottle with food in it or milk, so I don't know, but the baby do look really skinny. If you don't get that baby some milk, some baby cereal, and get her plumping up, child, poor little baby. I hope she ain't over there trying to feed this baby hemp hearts and oats and seeds and shit and honey and the banana butter. I don't know, child, but poor baby, you know, this child is got several screws loose. I hope she over there feeding that baby. Like, cause that baby look like she want all the chicken and the hog maws and greens and macaroni and cheese and some dressing. Get that baby a slice of key lime pie. Get that baby some goddamn muscatoli or some goddamn lamb chops. That baby is hungry. Baby don't want to be over there eating leaves and shit. And daffodils. What the fuck is wrong with you? So Summer then took to her social media like everybody and said, diva mode activated. Keep a couple wet wipes in case a bum try to touch me. Ew. Nicki Minaj. Pictures, hugs, casual chats, autographs. Dediana. I'm like, you wasn't doing none of that, no way. You already made it clear that you would never hug or take pictures for real with your fans. Like, she made really good music. I've said it already. I didn't like her debut album because it's Lundy on the track, bitch. I got so tired of hearing that every fucking song. I felt like he ruined it. I felt like it was way too R&B, way too commercial, way too radio friendly. It didn't really capture the heart of who she was as an artist and who we had become to know and love. I feel like her antics, the situation with her baby daddy, the back and forth, being stupid, saying how she not gonna feed this baby certain stuff. She just is very unlikable. She's I can't even root for her because she's just really unlikable. You know, J. Cole just dropped his latest album, and in one of the songs, he mentions how the last fight that he had was with Diddy. Well, J. Cole's manager recalls that night. Here's what he had to say.
Of Kendrick scrap.
Yeah. I'm not going to go into detail.
We don't need details.
But it's definitely not what people are saying.
Okay.
It was definitely not like he was defending Kendrick.
It wasn't what it was.
It wasn't what it was.
Gotcha.
It was,
gotcha.
you know.
Right. That's all we need to know.
Yeah, it wasn't like don't talk to Kendrick like that.
I'm thinking after school special. I'm like, shit, like, Kendrick has his drink and Puff like slaps out his hand. Cole stands up like, wait.
Kendrick was there. Top was there. Jay was there. Beyonce was there. Me and Cole. And, you know, grown men got a little alcohol. All I remember is me and Jay looking at each other like a quick glance, like, oh, these niggas about to fight.
Now that's some that I would have loved to be in the room to witness that J. Cole versus Diddy. Like, I wonder who won. I wonder what Beyonce was doing. Was she looking like, ew, the ghetto? Remember that picture of Blue Ivy when they was out giving out plates in Texas, and she her nose like this, like, ew, regular people. Ew, gross. What is going on? Outside air. I don't know what this is like. God, I wonder who won. Because Diddy got the weight on Cole, but Cole got the height and the reach on Diddy. Ooh, I need to know more about this, honey. Who y'all think won the fight, Diddy or J. Cole? Because then J. Cole got youth. Puffy got experience. But then again, he old and rickety and shit. So who knows? That was probably a good little matchup, child. I want to know more. It's so sad to see this little boy going out bad like this. Bryshere Gray from Empire is who's best known for playing Hakeem Lyon, will have to spend some time behind bars after entering a guilty plea in his domestic violence case, according to new legal documents obtained by TMZ. Gray recently accepted a plea deal for felony aggravated assault. As part of his plea agreement, he's been sentenced to 10 days in county jail and 3 years probation. In addition to that, Gray has also been ordered to pay restitution. He must also enroll in a domestic violence offender treatment program, the news site notes. I remember, when was it, about last year, I heard the audio from his wife who was frantically calling for help after he allegedly abused her. I also saw his interrogation video after he was arrested. He seemed erratic. He seemed out of his mind. I don't know if it was because of drugs. I don't know if he's schizophrenic, but he wasn't. It was like he was a different person, like he didn't know who he was. It was very bizarre. It's really sad because he had so much potential, and to see him going out like this, but he deserves anything that he gets after doing what he's alleged to have done to his wife. I just pray that he gets his life together. So T.I. and Tiny's son King had to put the full court press on some little dude while he was out. Check out the video.
What you want to do? What you want to take pictures? You from here? Yeah, I'm from here. Yeah, I'm from here. All right, so. Oh, hell, y'all, let's go. What's up with you, bro? What's up with you, bro? Let's go. Putting your hand around me, talking out your ass like you want to do something. What's up, bro? Oh, Lord. What's up, bro? Nothing. What? Wow. Relax or what? Nothing. Or what? Or what? Nothing. Or what? Nothing. Because you just tried me like a hoe. This could be a good one. Keep out your business, my nigga. Keep out your business.
I think he wants you to peel.
Child, all them kids crazy. All them kids is crazy, and TTG trained to go. Gotta give it to him for sticking up for himself. But my thing is, why did you go grab your book bag? Obviously, you grabbing your book bag to alert the crowd that you got a strap in there. But if you do got a strap in there, say for instance, this little dude had a strap on him, he gonna get to his before you get to yours, because you gotta unzip, look down, go. Like, you don't pull out the bag like that. You go into the car and pull the gun out if that's what you're gonna do. Not saying that that's the thing to do, but it just would have caused for a really bad outcome if that was what you were trying to do. Is he even allowed to carry a gun? Is King even 18 years old yet? I just hate that. They need to make sure that he has security around him. Like, he shouldn't even be out nowhere by himself, especially with everything that's going on with T.I. and Tiny. You know, people gonna fuck with them kids. Like I showed y'all a few weeks back with the dude that was on Zonique's live taking jabs at her and the family. You know that people are going to come at your children right now just to get a rise out of them, just to do something to get themselves in the press or to get hit to sue you guys. So he shouldn't even be out anywhere by himself. And the fact that, you know, he got a gun and this and that, that's not a good look, because this could have ended very tragically. Happy that it didn't, but yeah, this was just not a good look. And my last two stories, so it seems that the relationship between Erica Mena and Safaree is over as of right now. So let me break down how this whole thing has gone. So, you know, they had got into it months back where Safaree was like, marrying her was the worst decision of his life. Then it got quiet between them again. Then they made the pregnancy announcement. After they made the pregnancy announcement, they were all lovey-dovey. Wendy Williams went on her show, made some remarks about their marriage. Erica defended their marriage and went up against Wendy. Safaree planned a really big Mother's Day surprise for her. They were all lovey-dovey. Right before that, she had just went out of town with a girlfriend of hers on vacation for several days, and he stayed back at home with Safaree, their daughter Maji. And like I said, she came back home. They did the Mother's Day thing, and then after that, he then left, and he's been gone, I want to say, for like the last 2 weeks, touring, going to different cities, doing club shows and events. Scrappy was actually with him at one of said events. So while he's been gone, somebody said to Erica, you know, about her being a great mom and how they're so excited for her to be a mom again. And so she responded and said, absolutely never getting pregnant again. Laugh out loud. It's not easy doing it alone, girl. And I'm like, doing it alone? Like, he was just there with the baby while you were going on vacation. You know, I follow them religiously, like literally every day I check their stories. He's always there with Maji, taking her outside, this, that, and the third, and whatever. So I didn't really think too much of it when he went out to do these club dates, because that's his job. He's working, he's getting money. So then this video pops up on the internet with Safaree in a club and this woman dancing all over him, and he's grabbing onto her waist and she's grinding on him, and I'm looking like, what in the Sam hell is going on here? This is so disrespectful. You're a married man. You should not be in the club allowing a woman to grind on you, especially when you have a pregnant wife at home who's at home with your 1-year-old baby girl. Like, the whole thing just looks crazy as hell on his part. So I'm looking like, oh shit. So then Erica posted on her Instagram story, you won. A few days after that, she filed for divorce. Then yesterday she posted on her Insta story that she was in the hospital. And I saw on Safaree's Insta story that he was back home. So obviously he cut into a short. He returned home and he was at home with Maji. Child, I don't know what's going on with these folks. I don't know if this is a storyline for the show, because you know they're filming Love and Hip Hop right now. I really was rooting for Erica and Safaree. Safaree does come across very childish. What he did in the club was so disrespectful. I don't know if I'll be able to forgive that either. But Erica's is just as childish as well, because she condemned him for going on social media talking shit, but then she turned around and did the same thing. They're both very childish. I don't know if they gearing up for a couples therapy themselves, child, or a marriage boot camp. Who knows? But I really wanted them to work as a family. I thought they were a really pretty family or whatever. But if it ain't working, it ain't working, child. I just feel bad for the babies. My last story, it seems like Nicholas Cannon is about to be a father again with 7 kids now at this point. Some girl by the name of Alyssa just came out and basically said that Nick is the father of her baby that she's about to have. She revealed that the baby's name is Zen Cannon. This will, like I said, make baby number 7 for him. Abby De La Rosa is currently pregnant with twins by him. And he just welcomed a second child with Brittany Bell a few months ago. That I think that's the baby that he named Powerful Queen. Girl, I just cannot. I don't know what is going on with Nicholas. I don't know if it's them turbans, all them sequins, and fucking glitter costumes, and nuts and bolts and shit that he be wearing on his clothes. I don't know if it's the illness that he suffers from. I don't know what is going on with this young man, where he just out here fucking all these girls and having babies with them, and they act like they cool with it. I mean, as long as he can afford them all, as long as he's being a good father. But he's just like, what are you doing? Why are y'all participating? What is going on? It's like the ghetto here. I know Mariah is looking like, ew, I can't believe he's my baby daddy. I wonder what Monroe and Moroccan is thinking about this ghetto ass shit. Ew. Like, what is wrong with you, sir? Like, you got your job at Wild and Outback. Like, are you depressed? What is going on? I don't understand this. And who is just willingly having babies willy-nilly by Nick Cannon? Like, is that dick that damn good? What in the hell is going on in that cum sauce? Like, I don't even want to know, Jesus. Everybody just nasty. Ugh. So that is this week's Spill the Tea. Told you I had a lot of stories. We got an hour-long video this week, child. Hope you guys enjoyed all of the tea that I had to spill. Also, I told you guys I was going to keep you guys posted on my journey of showing you guys the behind the scenes tea of my film Paper Heart. So this week I did a table read via Zoom with the 2 lead actresses, Kristen Clark and Robin. Kristen Clark is playing Scotland, the lead character, and Robin is playing Lennon, her nemesis. So we did a table read this week and it went so well. So I want to show you guys a little sneak peek of the movie and some of the script. We officially began filming in September. I'm so excited about it. I get to style the lead characters. We're doing our first in-person table read in July, so I'll be flying to Detroit then. The movie will be filming in Detroit, so I'll be gone for 2 weeks, you guys, in September to film the movie, and I'm going to take my camera there and film as much much of the behind the scenes stuff as I can. So I just want you guys to take a look at these young ladies. They are taking it so seriously. They're doing a phenomenal job, so take a look before we go.
It's just been one hell of a day. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to get my car fixed, let alone pay for the damages on old girl car. I mean, this shit is too much.
I'm sorry that happened, friend.
I should have seen this Lennon chick. I mean, bitch was flawless from head to toe. Wasn't her hair out of place, and everything she had on was designer.
Girl, fuck her. I could go out to Front Neck tomorrow and boost you some Gucci shit if that's what this little mini breakdown is all about.
It was more than that. Y'all, I'm about to be 30 years old soon, and I haven't even traveled outside of St. Louis. I want more out of life. I want to be an author.
You want to be a what? Girl, you better get your head out the clouds and quit daydreaming. You've been around the phrases too long. This is our reality. We ain't gonna never have no $1 million homes unless we fuck arm tree.
First of all, I've been over murder. And second of all, if my bed bothering you so much, get your miserable ass off it.
Shit, I love this bed. It's comfortable than a motherfucker, but all I'm saying is be smart. And I hope you are done with murder, because he ain't no good for you. This night dude put stars in your eyes. I ain't never seen your eyes light up like that with murder. You feeling this guy, ain't you?
I am. And it's something different about him. I mean, we got this like crazy connection. And it's weird because I know that, I know we got a chick and all that, but y'all know I wouldn't even involve myself with a dude that has a woman. But everything about him just says he's supposed to be mine.
That's different.
How?
It just is. Now drop the subject and finish your food before it gets cold.
Mr. and Mrs. Whitmore, like always, it's been a pleasure. Honey, go after him. This is not the way to start off a marriage.
lost your goddamn mind? Now isn't the time to be throwing one of your temper tantrums. Come back inside here and finish your dinner. My parents are waiting.
Yeah, right there. You can even give it a little bit more because she tends to talk down to him like he's her child or something like that. So he's really looking like, girl, who the fuck is you talking to? So let's run that one back.
Gotcha. Have you lost your goddamn mind? This isn't the time to be running. I'm sorry. This isn't the time to be throwing one of your temper tantrums. Come back inside right now. My parents are waiting on us.
I hope you guys enjoyed that sneak peek of the Paper Heart movie. Also, make sure you guys cop you one of my birthday boxes before they go off sale. The link is down below in the description box. I love you guys. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell button. I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.